I'm on my way home from work. I thought, well, what the hell, for a little bit, I'll turn the camera back on me. Welcome to our next installment of Van's Views. Honestly, would you rather see me or the beautiful city lights of San Diego? But anyway, today on Van's Views, I'm going to discuss something that's been on my mind a lot lately. I'm going to talk about the viral TikToker William White, or Whitey18, according to his name on TikTok. How he became viral, what's been happening since he became viral, and also what I predict will happen in his future. Okay, Whitey18, William White. If you've never heard of him, clearly you A, do not have TikTok, or B, live under a rock, whichever one that is. So Whitey, as he goes by, or Will, is from Ontario, Canada. So he's a Canadian boy, eh? And he went viral over Memorial Day weekend. I had heard of him the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend. Somewhere I read about him and how he had gone viral. And so I thought, oh, I wonder who this kid is. I'll look him up. So I looked him up, and I was like, well, hello. Hello, hello. Aren't you just a little hottie? I wasn't sure how old he was at that time. I thought like early, like 20s, like early to mid 20s. I had no idea. But I saw some of his older videos, and I was like, hello again. Come to mama. Anyway, so I started watching his videos then, and what really got Will popular on TikTok was, pre-viral. We're going to talk about pre-viral, viral, and post-viral. Pre-viral, let's get real. All the dude did was thirst trap videos, and I'm not mad about it. And he worked as a landscaper with some buddies, and he also has another TikTok with his buddy Alex. It's like Blue Collar Boys or something, and they just made TikToks at work all the time, and a lot of fun. And back in those days, he had long hair, and like I said, did the thirst trap videos. Okay, so then he goes viral because he starts singing 80s music, right? Starts lip syncing. I shouldn't say singing. I love him, but he cannot sing. Starts lip syncing 80s music. Mandy by Barry Manilow, Into the Night, Jesse's Girl, like all the stuff. So all the cougars, all the Gen Xers went crazy about him. Now he also did some, current things and trendy things too, and laced in there. That's when he went viral. So before he went viral, I don't want to go there. He had about 500K followers. He'd been on TikTok for about a year and a half. Obviously, he got 500,000 followers being a thirst trap. So within the last month that he's gone viral, he went from 500K, now he has 1.6 million. So the dude grew over 1 million followers in a month. Okay, so even that weekend, he did his first TikTok live. Total thirst trap. Was just, I'm sure he was probably a little buzzed, having a lot of fun, hanging out. Okay, cool. But pretty much since then, everything has changed. Since then, he has an agent. People looking out for him, his dad and stepmom are very, very protective of him. So we're going to talk about that too. But pre-viral, thirst trap, landscaper, manual labor, shirtless, yummy. Okay. So Will, like I said, born in Canada. played hockey all throughout high school, had dreams to be a professional hockey player. He has not ever said why, but he said the first year out of high school, his career was over. He played like, I don't know what you'd call it, minor league hockey kind of a thing. His dream was over, and then he went into a bad place. As he says many times, he went down the wrong path, and he didn't like the person that he became. I think there was a lot of substance, not a lot, I think there was maybe some substance abuse involved. He ran around with maybe some people who weren't the best for him. He ended up kind of becoming estranged from his mother. He also states that he just was not a nice person during the last 2 years. Okay? So that kind of sets the tone for, then he goes viral, right? All of a sudden the thirst trap is gone. He does his lives, but they're very, very innocent. Schoolboy, coffee with Whitey, and he can't do the thirst trap stuff anymore. So he signs with an agent. He does interviews all over. He does some of his bigger interviews is he's been on ET Canada. He has also been on an Instagram Live and interviewed by the New York Times, and articles all over. So then he gets his agent. His dad becomes very, very protective of him. And just this week, he signed a major contract with IMG Models and also another agency called WME. I don't know. So he wants to get into acting. He's already done a bunch of photo shoots after he went viral because he wanted to get his portfolio, I guess is what you call it, up to date and get some better pictures and stuff. So clearly what they did for his book was good, because he ended up signing a major contract to IMG Models, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard of them. So talk about, I guess, going to Paris here in about 3 weeks, he said, for runway work. Sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Sounds like a whirlwind of a life, and the life, you know, a 21-year-old would want to live. So he hasn't seen his friends, most of them, since he went viral. He quit his job doing the landscaping like that next week, because he knew he wanted to do modeling and all of this, so he knew he had to dedicate his time to that. So he doesn't get to see his friends because his dad, even though he's 21, his dad doesn't want him hanging out with his friends right now, because they tell him he needs to focus on, you know, his career here and what he's trying to do, which I understand. So here he is, missing all of his buddies that he saw every day. He is missing his job that he did 5 days a week with his buddies that he saw every day. And he has made comments over the last month that he suffers from anxiety and depression. And in fact, when people asked him one time what it was, how surreal all of this fame and all of this stuff was, he said, "It's overwhelming, because I feel like I've been dead for 2 years and I just woke up." So if that tells you anything. So this is a kid that is extremely, extremely nervous, has anxiety. You can tell it, especially when he does interviews. It's so apparent he deals with anxiety. Before he has a big interview, he usually does a live on TikTok, and just to talk to his fans, like they calm him down. I think there are some other issues there, because he will always say, "You guys support me, you guys love me, please don't leave me. Please, even if I get busy and my career skyrockets, please don't leave me." And that just when he says that, it's so heartbreaking, And today when he did an interview for ET Canada, I said, what do you want to do in the future? And he said, I want to do something where people respect me and love me. Here's another thing he talks about. He's said many, many times he wants a girlfriend. He doesn't have a girlfriend. His agent won't let him have a girlfriend. Tells him that he needs to focus on his career. Again, I understand where they're coming from, and it's good, solid advice. So he's got a father who won't let him see his friends. He has an agent who won't let him have a girlfriend. And he has now an agency that he signed with who won't let him do what he wants on social media. TikToks get deleted because maybe it's too out of the realm of what they want him to appear like on social media. And he even said today they monitor his social media. He still has what he says complete control of it, but they monitor it. And I know that there's always videos that he does that gets deleted. So he has to go online and act like this squeaky clean kid. He is not. And so today he talked more about his anxiety and how anxious he gets. He talks about how afraid he is that he's not going to do the right thing. He talks about how he's afraid he's going to let everybody down because he's not going to be as good as he was. He had a falling out with his mom, I think, over the last few years. He was very, very open with that. He has now since reached out to his mother, and I think they're trying to mend a relationship. He lives with his father. Imagine, as a 21-year-old kid, how that must feel. How that must feel to have other people in control of your life. And when he was interviewed for ET Canada, they asked him today, they said, how do your parents feel about this? And he said, they're so excited for Paris. My dad keeps saying, when are we going to Paris already? And why that may have just been a little side note or a nothing, I read between the lines on that one. I sure did. And so let's talk about his future. Let's talk about what I think is going to happen. This kid is his own worst enemy, his biggest critic. He talks about how worried he is. He worries every day about what people think of him. He worries every day about whether the content he puts out is good enough. He begs people not to leave. I just don't know if I see this going very well. And I don't mean like maybe something major is going to happen to him, but I don't know if he has what it takes to be in this industry. He wants to be an actor. He's already signed he's already going to start modeling. I don't know what to think of it. I think his anxiety is going to get the best of him. I really do. And I just hope that he is not around people that don't have his best interest at heart. I know his dad loves him and he wants to be very protective of him. And he is. He is very protective of him. But like he said, he's got to find balance. And he's trying to find balance in his life. And that's going to be hard. And then just to wrap this all up and confirm this, he made a video today where he used the green screen and he showed pictures, and he talked about how he missed the good old days, and he showed pictures of him as a kid. He showed pictures of him and his mom and his brother when he was a kid, and then he showed a picture of one of him and his buddies that was probably taken last year when they were at work together. He misses his work. He said it. He goes, I see people doing landscaping outside and I miss it so bad. So I don't know. Is fame and money worth losing yourself? That's the question I have to ask. Is it worth losing yourself and your identity and trying to become somebody else that somebody else wants you to be. I don't know. I know I would rather have the life I lead right now than to have to change who I am for an industry. Y'all never seen my TikToks. There's no chance of them ever going viral, so I never worry about that. But anyway, just wanted to let you know a little bit about Will. He's a good kid. He just needs to, he needs to be who he is, but he's not allowed to be, so I guess he's going to be who they want him to be for a while until he figures it out. But anyway, thank you guys. I know this is a different kind of video, kind of a story time, but I just wanted to fill you in on what's been going on in my world. Talk to you guys later. See you on the next one. Bye.